How you doing? I'm Danny O'Donoghue from The Script. We have just got our brand new album out called Tales from The Script, and we're about to set off and embark on a world tour. So enjoy my question time. It would be one word: bedlam. It's really crazy. I'm the sixth child of 6 children. The one day of the year that my father would cook, he used to cook steak because that was the only thing he could cook. But normally he was in the kitchen having a few beers, and the potatoes were well done, the steak was well done, everything was well done. But Christmas in my house, man, just great memories, really. Yes, mince pies, absolutely. Sometimes with ice cream, believe it or not. You can have it with custard, some people have it with ice cream. Yeah, I go with ice cream. Turkey, no, because for some reason, I have turkey rest of the year round, but on Christmas Day it's steak. Sprouts, no, but on Christmas Day, yes. Christmas Day, for some reason, when they're smothered in all of that, you know, all that goodness, all that gravy, they taste pretty good. One Christmas, I nearly killed my father. We were trying to give me as a present to him. So Christmas Day, I basically hid for 2 days before Christmas in my sister's house and was surprised my dad. And then on Christmas Day, my dad came up to my sister's and they were having dinner. So I snuck out the back and I hid in the back of my sister's car. My sister turned around to my dad and said, "Is there any chance you'd help me get some of the fire logs out of the back of her car?" And he put the key in the car to basically open up the boot, and I popped out. He stumbled back, grabbed his chest and he was like, "Oh my God." So we had to kind of hold him, bring him in, give him a glass of water and have calmed down. But afterwards it was all good, but at the moment we were terrified. But yeah, that's probably the worst and best gift I've ever given anyone. Food I can't be without at Christmas would have to be sausages. We have a place back home that does this amazing, absolutely amazing sausages. It's one thing I missed from going around the rest of the world. So it'd probably be that. I normally have like 4. If some people have their last meal and it could be something very extravagant, but mine is literally 4 sausages, 4 slices of bread, some Kerrygold butter and a cup of tea. That would be it. Take me now. We kind of take turns at cooking at Christmas in my house. My dad passed away, and then I ended up kind of taking on a new tradition where I go to Temple Street Children's Hospital in the morning time. Me and some family members go down, just try and spread some Christmas cheer, and then we come back, and then sometimes it'll be in my sister's house, it'll be in my house. It tends to be in anybody else's but mine because I tend to really go and burn the dinner. Because I don't get to go home that much, I enjoy a Guinness. So Guinness is probably the main one, and then maybe with dinner, maybe a wine, something like that. My favourite Christmas song, I love George Michael, Last Christmas. I love it so much that we did a cover of it, so I'm sure you can find that somewhere on YouTube. Yeah, Last Christmas. A good Christmas stocking filler would be The Script's Greatest Hits album, Tales from the Script. It's out right now, and we've also got a whole tour. Funny that, we have a tour straight after Christmas, so you know, how good would they look peeking out of the top of a sock? You know what I'm saying, for a loved one. If you don't know what to get them The Script. The food I grew up eating was mostly traditional Irish food, cabbage and potatoes, coddle, which is kind of like a stew, but just a clearer soup. Stews as well were huge back home. Mince and potatoes was a favourite of mine. It's like baby food, just get mince and potatoes, mash it all up, bit of oxtail soup. Bravo. My must-have food when I'm on tour is I need a lot of protein, probably be chicken, pasta, a little bit of tomato sauce. I kind of stick pretty much to that the whole entire time because you don't want to be going, you know, to some Mexican restaurant eating something spicy. You get acid reflux, which is not great. It's not a good look if you can't sing these songs which are really high. But yeah, that and probably Wagamamas as well. We order a lot of Wagamamas when we're on tour. I was just watching an Elvis documentary, so I'd love to watch. I'd love to sit down and have a meal with him. You know, for some reason, sushi. I just, anytime I'm feeling bad or I don't know quite what to eat, or you know, if I feel like I've done a good job that day, I normally just order out a bit of sushi. The last thing I ate was a ham sandwich at 4 o'clock this morning. I haven't actually eaten anything today at all, because like, as soon as you warm up singing wise, it's really difficult to have some food because your voice totally changes. So I did a morning show this morning, and then after this interview, I'm gonna go eat my hand off. My favorite drink, I love coffee, you know. Sometimes if you're celebrating, I don't know why, because I don't really like champagne. I don't know why that is the drink of choice for celebrations, you know. Sometimes like, what do you want to do? Like something really good's going on, I'm like, I'll have a cup of tea. If you're really celebrating, push the boat out. I love a beer, love a posh beer. You know what, it probably sounds weird, but Miami's actually really, there's some amazing restaurants there. I think it's because it's such an eclectic mix of nationalities there that I found literally from restaurant to restaurant. It was just beautiful food, beautiful cuisine. My biggest achievement is getting to the age I am and still being alive. All of the things that I've done in the meantime. I've jumped out of airplanes. I tightrope walked 14 stories between 2 buildings when I was in South Africa. I sat beside Tom Jones and went on a drinking session with him, but yeah, had some scrapes with death. My favourite dessert is cheesecake, and if there's no cheesecake, then banoffee. Actually, no. Tiramisu. Yeah, definitely tiramisu. Strangest thing I've ever eaten, I was in Australia in a place called Dundee's, and I got to taste koala, I got to taste crocodile, I got to taste emu, and a cow tongue, which is all of it was weird. It tastes like chicken, but then my answer would be like, well, why didn't you just have chicken then? Leave the koalas out of this.